Welcome back, everybody, to Justin Godsey TV. My name is Justin Godsey, your host, and today, guys, we're here talking about the Chicago White Sox. In my last video, I was talking about Jeff Samardzija joining the Chicago White Sox. Now it's going to be David Robertson joining the Chicago White Sox, as the Chicago White Sox signed him to a 4-year deal. And this is a blockbuster announcement because we have never heard the Chicago White Sox go out there and make a big dish for, a big-name player. Yes, they did get Jeff Samardzija, and there was a lot of rumors over the past couple of weeks that the Chicago White Sox and the Athletics are still in talks about trying to acquire Jeff Samardzija. But David Robertson is a much bigger name because David Robertson is going to be their new closer. The Chicago White Sox have had a bit of a problem in their or in their bullpen, I should say. There has not been a legitimate, reliever in that rotation over the course of the past couple of seasons. And bringing in David Robertson, he's going to be continuing his role as being a dominant closer, but not with the New York Yankees, but with the Chicago White Sox. The Chicago White Sox have done a great job backing him up. They're going to have guys like Zach Duke. They're going to have guys like Eric Surkamp, who's very underrated. I've been watching Eric Surkamp play for the San Francisco Giants for a while now, but when the Giants let him go, Surkamp went to the Chicago White Sox, and I'm just waiting for him to get a legitimate, opportunity for a legitimate, shot in some sort of way at a major league roster. So he got it in the Chicago White Sox. Hopefully that he gets that opportunity. But those are just some names in this bullpen, along with Javi Guerra, Cleto, Webb, and Jones. This bullpen is very, very great. But adding David Robertson into the mix is fantastic. But what does this mean for the New York Yankees? The New York Yankees have been a new team. They're going in that rebuilding phase over the past couple of years, knowing that Derek Jeter is not going to be in their future plans. Avi retired this year. The team decided to go with a whole new, look to their roster. The whole outfield has changed. Just about a year or so ago, they got Jacoby Ellsbury, Carlos Beltran, all in one foul swoop, and then they also got Martin Prado at the trade deadline. This is just 2 days ago. They found Derek Jeter's successor in Didi Gregorius. They're getting A-Rod back. Mark Teixeira is hopefully looking to have a healthy year all year. Chris Young is going to be their designated hitter this year. This New York Yankees team is completely different all around, and let's see what they can do if they can have a full, healthy season from all their contributors. But now that they have a whole new different infield, outfield, they're going to have a whole new bullpen a little bit. They went out there and got Andrew Miller from the Baltimore Orioles, the rival Baltimore Orioles, as Andrew Miller is now coming over to the team. It is now questionable on what exactly his role will be. He came over to this team, but there's been a lot of rumors that Dylan Potensi is going to be the team's new closer. A lot of people have been saying guys like Andrew Miller should be the team's legit closer, the first closer. That's going to be their closer. But there's still a legitimate, battle here. Dylan Potensi is a guy who I've been a big favorite of. Watching him with the Staten Island Yankees, he has done a whole lot, in the farm system. This past year, he was pretty solid. He was 5-0 with the 1.40 ERA and 70 games this year. That is excellent statistics. Dylan Potensi is going to be the future of this roster, whether it's, the next Mariano Rivera. We just do not know. We have to give him an opportunity. I think Andrew Miller is going to be an excellent option at being a setup man. Dylan Potensi came into this roster. They picked him up. I think it was via a free agent from, if I'm not mistaken, or he was drafted. I just do not know exactly which year he was drafted in or he signed. But they brought him in to be the future of the squad. And Dylan Potensi not to be able to be the closer over Andrew Miller is a little bit silly. I think Dylan Potensi is going to be the better option over Andrew Miller because if you look at the statistics, Andrew Miller does have the years on him. He's been in MLB since 2005. But you know what? You also got to give, the fact that Dylan Potensi has worked his ass off, since 2005 as well. And you look at where it has got him. He's gotten a lot of success. He's been with the team just for a quick cup of tea in 2013. 2014, it was a completely different story, an entire full season in 70 games for his relief appearances. 5-0 with a 1.40 ERA. That is how you do it. Dylan Potensi should be the guy to go after and be your new closer. Like I said, you can't count Andrew Miller out. It would not be a problem to have him. That's just my, official thoughts on this. I think that, Dylan Potensi is going to be the better option, but you cannot count out Andrew Miller at all. I think the New York Yankees will have a big, discussion and a big, competition coming into the spring training and seeing who's going to be the team's closer. Is it going to be Andrew Miller or is it going to be Dylan Potensi? But like I said, David Robertson is going to be going to the Chicago White Sox, leaving the New York Yankees with a lot of questions in their bullpen. What do you guys think will happen? Do you think that Dylan Potencies will be the new successor for Mariano Rivera? Or do you think that Andrew Miller will be that new successor for Mariano Rivera? Because I still think with that year without Mariano this past year, does not clarify any future. I think that David Robertson, he took the year with the Yankees. Obviously, he's not going to be their future closer. Now it's time to replace him. There's no successor to David Robertson. He made a good impact for this team, but not an immediate impact to say, I'm going to be David Robertson's successor. The rightful name is, who's going to be the Yankees closer long term? Is it going to be the new signed Andrew Miller? Or is it going to end up being the still rookie and still learning Dylan Potencies? My name is Justin Godsey, and I'll catch you